Oh my god, I died right as I beat the mission. 52%? Not doing too bad. Oh, that was lucky. Just with the bloody, with the screen fading to black, I'm like, oh great, game over. Right at the end of the mission. You kidding? Whew. Combat basic. Awarded for killing 50 enemy soldiers on the battlefield. Navy gunner. Again, these are all just, I think, multiplayer things. Oh yeah, I should actually read what this says. Bit late. Oh, it is literally just return to the mountain village and liberate it from German control. Alright, well I read that. Yeah, they're skins for multiplayer, that's what I mean. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. Take control of the city, city offensive, take control of the city for the Allies by capturing the city's critical tactical points and forcing the Germans out. Capture the courtyard, the market square, the city centre, the main street, the government buildings. Secondary objectives: find German V2 weapon research papers, locate maps of the German supply lines, locate German supply logbooks. Rank status 40%. Okay. But yeah, I played the multiplayer of this game a lot. It was fun, honestly. Like, yeah, the control scheme for the game sucks ass, but I still have very fond memories of the multiplayer of the game. And surprisingly, it was fairly active. I mean, for the PSP, I think the total... I remember there being between... I think it was either 100 or 200 people online, which I know isn't really much at all, but this is back in the mid-2000s, like maybe 2007, 2008. And on a PSP as well. So it was cool. Sergeant Baker, this is it, John. It's time to drive Axis forces out of Naples. However you say it. Once and for all, while our main forces engage the enemy on the outskirts of town, it's up to you and your squad to disrupt operations behind the lines. Their lines. Your assignment is to take control of the courtyard, market, town centre, main street, and government buildings. Staples, Naples. Okay, yeah, that's how I said it to begin with. But then I decided to say Nepal for some reason. Government building areas to establish a strong enough hold on the city to push the Axis out. It will be your most dangerous mission yet, but we have every faith in you. Alright. Let's go! That is a lot of missions! Oh god. Really had to hit him with 4 bullets. Yeah. To be fair, I said it as... I pronounced it as Staples to begin with. It's just when I did it the second time, I pronounced it completely differently. When it comes to pronouncing anything, I usually say it multiple ways, just to cover my bases. I do see a window. Oh, I see him. That is a long time to capture. Whew. I call it Titus, not Titus. I know some people say Titus. I've always said Titus. Kind of like a tidal wave, I guess. That's always been my reasoning behind it. Capture the market square! Oh, full health! Alright game, don't need to yell at me. Sheesh. Oh, hi. Oh my god, the recoil on this bloody thing. Alright, I want to get the secondary. Aha! So the big... The enemy is here. The big question is whether or not I have to constantly capture these points. Oh, fuck, there's a grenade right on me. Yee. Ow. Oh god. I forgot about that effect. Yeah, whenever there's been a grenade nearby, everyone's voice goes really deep. There's a lot of enemies. God damn, they're like suiciding. Oh, he is in dead. Keep at it. Oh, here's another one. Bum ba ba da bum. Oh, that is enemies. I'm going to do this. Love how their voice cracks every time. When they shot that they're reloading. I got a headshot. Nice. I am doing capture the flag with this. Is it King of the Hill that I'm thinking of though? When I was mentioning it earlier? Where you have to go to a certain points of the map and capture those specific points. I'm almost certain it's... I think that might be like, you have to capture it for a certain period of time. Then whoever captured it for the longest amount of time was the King of the Hill. I don't play multiplayer games, if it's not obvious. Germans! This is a pretty dangerous mission. King of the Hill is a last man standing? Really? I suppose that makes sense. So we have a secondary up there somewhere. Yeah, I'm thinking of like the first thing that came to mind was like Halo, but I can't remember how it works in that. Oh, here we go. I have 20 minutes to do this mission? Holy crap. Health pack! There's a secondary. Good stuff. Medkit. In terms of Halo, capture the flag in that is usually... you physically capture the flag and take it back to your base. That is usually how capture the flag goes, honestly. Whoa! I was about to say I'm being shot from. Where are my allies? Dickhead. Where the hell? Bit harsh. I have feelings. Douche. I don't want to say anything, but it certainly seems like I don't need to go back to previous areas to capture them again. Ba-ba-da-bum. Oh god. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Give me it. Yay! Secondary mission complete. God, if I didn't do the secondaries, this game would be over in no time at all. I'd probably beat most of the campaigns at this point. But I think Medal of Honor Heroes 2 is a longer game, but not by much. What do you mean, what's going on with Capture the Flag now? As far as I'm aware, Capture the Flag is still the same as it used to be. You don't usually do this in Capture the Flag, in my experience. To zone control, yeah. We did it. Was that all I had to do? That was the mission? Oh. I thought there was going to be like one final push. But I guess not. Okay. I did it! It's a good job I went for the final secondary, because... Oof. I'm so glad I didn't have to go back to previous areas. 41%. Oof. Yeah, when I'm using a Thompson, my accuracy suffers. Who am I kidding? My accuracy suffers anyway. Awarded for completing Operation Avalanche on the Veteran difficulty setting. Yay! 75? Oh yeah. I'd killed 50 in the previous mission. As in, like, that's when I got awarded that. Congratulations! Operation Avalanche complete! That's all it says. Alright. Oh, look at all those silver medals. As I say, I could go for gold, but I'm not going to. The reason is because to get gold you need an accuracy rating of 70% or higher. it might even not be 70%, it might be more than 70%, which is doable, but for me, impossible. So I'd rather just go with this. Operation Market Garden.
Good morning, Captain.
Oh yeah, we get another one of these.
Since we spoke last, I understand Sergeant Baker's efforts in Italy went extremely well under your guidance. We're here today to discuss a Lieutenant James Patterson, Jimmy, one of our best. Patterson was key to our efforts during Operation Overlord in Normandy. He not only survived the hell of Omaha Beach, he helped seize it. Since then, he stowed away on and sabotaged a Nazi U-boat, captured a prize Enigma codebook, met with both French and Danish resistance forces. If we had 100 like Jimmy, I promised you, Captain, we'd end this war in no time. And now we have plans for him in Market Garden. I've read over the details of this offensive, and it will need men like him. And like this operation, his assignment is complex, and it contains absolutely no room for error. This file covers Jimmy's objectives in detail. Good luck to you all. I fear you may need it.
Yeah, I've just realised that may have been containing spoilers for other Medal of Honor games. Oh well. We're going to say, who plays the game for the story? I did personally think that the old Medal of Honor games, before they decided to reboot it for whatever reason, had the more interesting story. Well, not necessarily interesting, but more believable, I guess. I still remember one of the levels from Rising Sun when you're going through a jungle. And then there's like enemies that will just pop up from the ground and charge you with bayonets. Good times. Hostile territory. Take your squad in and push the German fort. Oh my god, it's this again. Take your squad in and push the German forces back by establishing control of the key tactical areas in order to gain a firm hold of the city. Waterfront, Market, West District, East District, North Fields. Well, at least these missions are over quick. So secure records of Holland political prisoners, locate maps of the surrounding enemy troops, steal Netherlands identification documents. Wait, what's the modern trend in FPS games? I'm not sure if that was a response to the zone control stuff that Alzaraf said. Or if you were meaning something else. The Netherlands. Oh, John Baker's file's been moved back one. I thought that would have been put to the bottom. So, Lieutenant Patterson, everyone here hopes you're well and sends their regards, Jimmy. We appreciate the chocolate and assortment of cheeses you sent along with the rescued pilot. In your next mission within Holland, you'll be joining Allied troops. Ah, that and Battle Royale. Yeah, that's the current trend, still. Allied troops and assisting them in their efforts to force the Axis out. Or Axes. The initial stages of this plan require you and your men to establish control of the waterfront, Market, Northern Fields. Was meant in regards to zone control. Okay. And East and West districts in order to gain a firm hold on the city. Expect more details to follow shortly. Best, Captain Chris. Okay, Western. Yeah, where are we? Where are me troops? I'm all alone! Oh, there they are. That's a lot of dudes. I don't really understand how they're, like, how they spawn, because they just seem to come out of nowhere. Right, well there's a flag down there, may as well go get that one first. Got him! Oh. I think that might be a secondary mission. Yeah, I can see something. But as I always say with games on old systems, it don't look bad. And if you were playing it on an actual PSP, you wouldn't really be able to notice, like, all of the jaggies and everything. The fact I'm blowing this up to a 720p image probably doesn't help, but oh well. Oh. He went through the wall, excuse me? Where did his grenade go? I don't know where his grenade went. So once we captured... Oh god. Whew. Although I will admit, going up the stairs seems a bit weird. I get stuck on every step. There he goes. I don't understand why sometimes the enemies drop their weapons and then other times they don't. It's very weird. Where the hell... what is this supposed to be? Oh yeah, go capture the burned down building. That'll really show him who's boss. I think in that building is going to be where there's another secondary. No, any minute now. Any minute now. They give you plenty of time. They really could have done with lowering the time from 20 minutes to 10. Maybe. Ah, that's the West District. Okay. The PSP is an incredible piece of hardware. Like, yeah, the games aren't... at least when it comes to shooters, you didn't really have a great choice. But when it came to RPGs, it was a powerhouse. With RPG, it was basically a portable PS2. I would say the graphics are more so between... I mean, maybe it would be PS2, I guess. I'm gonna say between PS1 and 2, but closer towards PS2. But then again, you have to take into account it's on a 480 by 272 screen, so... again, you wouldn't notice the issues on a screen that small. It's only when you blow it up to a massive resolution. Essentially 3 times its resolution, but not doing anything to the anti-aliasing. Or not anti-aliasing the image. Although, with the PSTV, which is what I'm playing this on and what I play every PSP game on, unless they don't work, there is talks of the creator of Adrenaline, which is what this is running on, trying to get it so that PSP games render at the Vita's internal resolution, which is 960 by 544. And if that happens, they will look really good, actually. Like, there'd still be the issue of, like, render distance and everything, but there wouldn't be anywhere near as many jaggies. Like, everything would be clean. But I don't know how soon that might happen. It's just one of those things that everyone in the Vita community is just hopeful for. So, I mean, if you play any of the RPGs, they usually have an art style that isn't really affected by the change in resolution. So, like, my most recent RPG I played was Mimona ER Chronicle. That game looked fine because it was sprites. The only thing that looked odd was, I think, the buildings were 3D, but even then they didn't look terrible. And that's the end of the mission, I think. Yep, there we go. Easy enough. But most RPGs on the PSP use sprite-based artwork, or models. Yeah, 960 by 544 is exactly 2 times resolution, which is why it would eliminate jaggies. Because essentially what the PSTV is currently doing is just stretching the 480 by 272 to a 960 by 554 image, which is then upscaled to 720p. Well, I say upscaled, it's more so stretched. Wait, awarded for killing 100 enemy soldiers. I already got that. But that's what I mean, if it is something that does end up happening, then that'll be great. Because the person that's doing it also created I think they created a plugin for the PSP which is called G-Patch, and it basically does that. Except it's very, very hit or miss. It works on some games and it renders them completely unusable. Or renders some other games completely unusable. With like texture issues, crashing, etc. The bridge. Capture and defend the bridge. How great. Secure the main bridge into the city and hold off the German counterattack until reinforcements are able to move in. Oh, it's the same as that. There'll be a counter in the top right. So find document detailing German offensive, find German documents describing Luftwaffe numbers, secure maps detailing German targets. Let's do it! But either way, I'm not really fussed. If that does happen, it'll be incredible. But I'm also pretty happy with how PSP games look, because it's already applying a filter to it, which is Advanced AA, which slightly smooths out the jaggies without blurring the screen. But I'm also not really a graphics snob, so it's all good. Lieutenant Patterson, as you are aware, the linchpin of Operation Market Garden is a massive airdrop of troops into Holland to capture and hold strategic bridges until invading ground forces arrive. You and your men will support the 101... I know that stands for something, but I don't know what. Airborne's efforts in securing the bridge at... is that Vegel? Vigel? It's critical to the success of the operation that your men hold the bridge until reinforcements are able to move in. So Manon sends her regards and says to take care. Okay. I don't want to capture the bridge just yet. It's raining! Look at that beautiful rain. Oh god, hi. Nice. Okay. But it's kind of a shame that Sony abandoned the handheld market with the Vita. Or after the Vita, I guess. Because regardless of like... wait, what? Oh, it must be underneath or something. Regardless of the games on the systems, it's clear that they made pretty capable hardware. Oh, I thought the star meant it was on the same level as me. Never mind. Well, there's the maps. I want to get all three of those and then I'll go to the bridge. 180? That's a big number. Unless I have to pass through the bridge first. I might have to pass through the bridge. What? Can I not? I can't pass through the hedge. Of course. Or the bush. I can go under the bridge. That works too. Yeah, I'll just go over here. I'd rather get the secondaries out of the way. I just don't want to get shafted. By like capturing the bridge, running towards one of the secondary objectives, and the mission completes. Because then I have to do the mission again. I don't have to, but I'd want to. I did see a German over here. I saw you. Yeah, I saw that little emblem above their head. Where the hell is this? Ooh, a Hellcat. Nice. So I'll just run through here, and then when I get shot, then I can take out the enemies. Just a lone flag on the bridge. Oh, there's the, what I need. Will admit, having select be the jump button is probably the weirdest control scheme I've ever played. Especially because I'm not playing on a PSP, and I'm playing on a PS4 controller. Because at least on the PSP, the select button is on the right side of the system, whereas on the PS4 controller, it's on the left side, so in order to jump, I have to use my pointer finger. Or my index finger. To press it. It is just, I'm playing the game with a claw, essentially. Also, not really aiming down sights, because I'm realising that you don't really need to. There we go. The mission is basically done. Let's just wait. Can you prone? You cannot prone. All I can just hear is just pea shooters. The problem was Sony, actually. Sony abandoned the system before they even gave it a chance. Proprietary memory cards didn't help. I'm just glad the PSTV exists. Otherwise I wouldn't have this. But it's more the fact I wouldn't have bought a Vita just to play PSP games. I bought a PSTV because I'm like, well, I can play PSP games, PS Vita games, and I can record them easy. Kinda sad that my first thought is like, content. But it's the way it is. I'm shooting sandbags. But it was also the fact the memory cards weren't large, and they also cost an arm and a leg. But I mean, I don't think it took very long for people to just create adapters that could fool the memory card. Or that could fool the Vita, kind of like what happened with the PSP. Where you had the micro SD to whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember what the memory card for the PSP was called. Like the adapter you got. But I don't think it took very long for an SD to Vita to get made. How am I not? There we go, I got him. I have no ammo. No, I mean I have... Oh, wait a minute. It was unhackable for a while, yeah. But when it comes to anything from Sony, it's always going to be hackable at some point. That's not a dig at Sony either. I'm actually kind of happy that their systems are so easily moddable. I mean, if it wasn't for Sony systems being moddable, I wouldn't have my entire retro system, or my retro collection on my PS3. But it always seems to be Sony's that gets modded first, or hacked first. Xboxes seem to be a whole lot more... Actually, it's not usually Sony, it's usually Nintendo. I think it's more the fact that Xboxes seem to be a lot more secure in terms of modding. They usually always need to have physical, like hardware modifications, whereas both Nintendo and PlayStation usually have software exploits. I mean, I think the funniest console to mod is the PS2, because to mod it you need a copy of 007 Agent Under Fire. And that is all you need to mod a PS2. It's so bizarre. Okay. I suppose it's no different than the original Xbox, because I know to mod that you needed a copy of Splinter Cell. I think it's a copy of Splinter Cell, and then there was something else. It might have been like a cheat device, like Exploder or something. Are we not there yet? Jesus. Is this actually? Is it still? Have we still got it? Oh my god! It changed. Motherfuck! I thought it was at 152 for a while. Out of ammo! Oh no! Luckily I have a pistol. Wow. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool how he aims down sights. Look at that. Yeah! I mean business. Yeah, I didn't realise that if I wasn't on it, it would end up being captured by the enemy again. God, who needs music when you can have this beautiful sound? I killed one! There we go, we got him. There we go. Oops. Grenade out! Woo! That's fine. "35%? It's a new record!" German runner. Alright, so what the hell's the next mission? Your papers, please. Infiltrate the access-controlled streets in order to steal the German officer's papers and escape. Steal the German officer's papers, escape the city with stolen papers. This is going to be an easy mission. Locate German field report, find maps of Netherlands supply lines. Alright. That's exactly what I was thinking. But in terms of modding, I think it usually always goes Nintendo, PlayStation, then usually Xbox down the line. Ooh, pardon me. So, Lieutenant Patterson, the time is at hand. The time is at hand for you to carry out the mission that brought you here in the first place. Our sources in the Danish underground have informed us that members of Axis Intelligence are holding a secret conference on the far side of town. Yeah, it is similar for emulation. It usually is Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. The infamous... is that Hauptmann? Werner von Croy will be in attendance at the meeting and will be carrying documents that could greatly help this operation, if obtained. You and your squad must make your way to the front of the meeting house, steal the papers from the officer's car, and then make a hasty escape. Alright. Emulation's incredible. Anyone that says emulation's a terrible thing is an idiot. And I'm sorry if that hurts their feelings, that's just a fact. Emulation's the only way of playing some games that are either several £1,000 to actually buy from a reseller, and also there just might not even be copies in production anymore. What the hell is that?